Let us move on towards the fourth session. Management of COVID-19 in homeopathy. Now, I would like to give a brief introduction about the Dr. Chandrasekhar Bhatt sir. Sir is having more than 10 years of clinical experience at Bhatt's Homeopathy Hospital, Malleshwaram, Bengaluru. And also, sir is coordinating as a physician across all the states in handling the COVID-19 cases from the March 2020. Sir has been treated more than the 100 plus COVID cases. Now, I request Dr. Chandrasekhar Bhatt sir continue with the session, sir. Sir, you can continue the session.
Yeah. Namaste to all of the delegates. My voice is audible, madam?
Ah, sir. It's audible, sir.
Yes. Thank you very much. So I welcome once again all the delegates for the today's integrated webinar. As the name goes, we are all here today by assuming this motto that this COVID-19 management as a second wave, we are in a very emergency period, and we are now with the today's topic of integrated approach. Okay, as the name goes, what I believe and what I want to say is, now what exactly the society or public demands from us is addressing to the running situation which is exactly happening with the COVID patients. So what is happening today as a beginning to the end in this 2 to 3 weeks of this COVID phase, actual acute phase, how we are able to prove the efficiency of our medicines, and how this AYUSH as a concept will approach to the government policy or public health policies, where the policymakers can consider this from the message of today's webinar, as we went through the our Ayurvedic colleagues, like how they explained their scope. Similarly, herewith we are going to share our homeopathic experience, which we are dealing with the second wave. Of course, there is one more case which I treated in the last year COVID first wave also. Okay, but now the situation we are all seeing, there is a huge difference from the last year to this year. Okay, so the last year there was a like big initial gap. Later on we started getting the cases or exposure. Before telling all the above the further coming things, basically we being AYUSH practitioners, most of them are practicing at OPD level. Like how much actually exposure we are able to get was very minimal last year. But honestly, this year there is a huge approach, because the home quarantine concept started from the beginning itself. Okay, and the lockdown also started later, but at the time already there is a huge community spread. Okay, so why I'm telling all these things in the first, this thing itself is like the integration means integration among ourselves as between the AYUSH practitioners, and also integration with the allopathic practitioners who are in the mainstream of treating these COVID centers. Okay, so the statistics of Indian how many Ayurvedic colleges, how many homeopathic colleges, or how many other centers are able to address these COVID cases, still there is a very less number. We need to improve ourselves, and then this integrated concept will become more sensible, and how actually in these acute phases, like the emergency calls, right? So even on the this thing, like the last first week of April to till today, okay, there are so many, there is a big group of all of our doctors from Ayurveda, homeopathy, general practitioners, okay, even my MBBS friends. So there is a concept of sharing each other, because there is a huge lacunae which they also have accepted this year, that we are left with the same concept of treatment what we are doing last year. Okay, and still there is a lot of research going on. Still there are so many approaches here and there is going on, and they themselves are ready to accept us in these acute situations. So what I tell you is like how we need to prepare ourselves and be confident with our system, and be the documentation of the cases. Okay, and healing should happen in this acute phase. If we try to approach in these acute situations, then only either government or our MBBS friends or allopathy doctors, they will think to integrate our systems with them. Okay, it starts from the beginning itself. That is why I am telling about the homeopathy. Like this is a beautiful blend. I keep on telling to my patients at each and every consultation that homeopathy is something like a blending of the Ayurveda and also the concept of modern medicine, because this system is developed by not from any other source. This is completely developed by the European and American allopathic doctors. way back in 18th century. Okay, so what was the best of each science they try to integrate, and all our medicines, everybody knows it comes from the natural source. So this is also a natural system of medicine. So only government added this in Ayush wing. Okay, so the holistic approach is something very unique about the Ayush system. Whether we consider this yoga, Ayurveda, Unani, whatever it is, like we believe something in a different parameters of the health. So only we call ourselves as a holistic approach, and that makes a big sense as far as this COVID situation is concerned. Okay, so people are having a lot of the experience as far as when they are left out with only conventional medicine. Okay, even till now, like maximum population are exposed to the conventional treatment, but what is minus in that, they also have experience, and that is why we also, being the organizers, I thank to them that they felt this need, that there is something demand in the public. Even after following the regular conventional mode of treatment, there is a huge morbidity, there is a huge negative consequences are happening, and there's a huge confusion. So only added this practical efficacy, like in the different phases of COVID, what exactly the practical situations we are facing in our OPD. We definitely get a phone call from our patients that, okay, I got out these symptoms. Okay, with lot of last so many years of experience, there are big set of clients who connected to us. Okay, like this is my individual as a this thing. I'm telling you all these experiences, what I'm sharing is happening with so many individual homeopathy practitioners across India. We are also getting phone calls somewhere in the midnight, somewhere. We should be attentive, we should be reachable to these people at very beginning itself. Okay, and what I tell you is, like this system as a Ayush or my homeopathic, I always try to integrate with whatever the protocol they are going through. I'm not contradicting anybody to stop those medicines, no, because this situation is a totally different. Let us be more practical. People are more worried. There will be RT-PCR done to them, and they will be waiting for the report to come, and we know that even whether it is negative or positive, there will be a confirmatory COVID symptoms. So that is also one more negative deficit what we are seeing in the public also. Okay, they know that there are some symptoms of COVID, but the report is negative, know what to do. So that is where this holistic concept what of our homeopathy also comes to the rescue. We always go by symptoms, and what the actual symptoms, and how is the stability, how is the patient in front, like that's what we are doing. And definitely there is online consultations going on, as people are restricted to the home, so we need to be more precise in our online consultations to reach to the patients as early as possible, because the time, even I know, like in last 1 month, even the time comes for the RT-PCR test, I ensure that my medicines have gone to them even before they are taking the regular antipyretics and the antibiotics. Okay, so this is how the emergency address should be there to the public. And as soon as we start our medicines, then analyzing all these symptoms, as I told about the different phases of COVID, they come with the initial symptoms of fever, chills, body ache. Okay, there will be a huge headache. These all things will be there. Okay, and since they take antibiotics, these symptoms will mask. So only I'm not contradicting any protocol. Whatever the routine suggested protocol by the government authorities, let them follow. With a 30 minutes gap, we know that homeopathic medicines, we all know that they just act on the tip of the tongue. They act from the nerves of the tongue, need not to swallow also, right? Whereas the other medicines they swallow. So my medicines are not interfering. Even they follow some of the Ayurvedic protocols, which they are following since 1 year. I always tell them to continue. No contradictions. It is a nice and very important essential time that we need to integrate ourselves, and what best thing happens to our patients, we should be ready to serve them. Okay, so green signal for whatever they are following, and start the homeopathic medicines as early as possible. And as I've indicated here about the 4 medicines, in that the Bryonia and Gelsemium has worked wonder, and this is confirmed. This is confirmed by thousands of homeopathic doctors across country. Okay, so there are so many data and done these things, documents, and the testimonials, evidences are happening. So ultimately, the one more point at this junction, what I want to tell to the other medical faculty of allopathic system of medicine is, let them change the mindset towards the Ayush system. Okay, so now the time is not about explaining how our medicines work. Okay, we have our own concepts which we cannot explain everything now or to them at this COVID situation. Let people experience the evidence. Let them see the efficacy of our medicines in that initial phase itself. Because even after taking antipyretics, we all know that on the 3rd or 5th day, again the fever is going to come, or left out symptoms will be there of body ache, or there will be a developing of respiratory symptoms. All these we know. Okay, whatever the standard prescription prescribed by the government authorities, still people are suffering. So we need to catch these patients as early as possible and prescribe for these symptoms. As we know, like it is the symptoms which guide the medicines, and definitely with a small short case taking which happens over the phone, we homeopathy doctors are able to differentiate which is the medicine which is needed here. Okay, because the time is like this, that in that short span of phone call, we have to catch the exact condition of that patient and diagnose and explain them that this is COVID, and all the unexplainable, whatever the fever or body ache comes in this phase, we need not to wait for other tests like typhoid, jaundice, let the typhoid test come, let the dengue test come. No, sorry, we need to address this as COVID only, because something which has happened sudden and one by one in the family members are suffering with these symptoms. We need to suspect COVID and indicate them for the RT-PCR or further things and explain them that even the RT-PCR may come negative, but the later CT scan will definitely justify. Okay, but that is the later part. But in this 1 week, this 2 days, 3 days, fourth day, fifth day by day, we need to monitor them. As soon as our medicines are given, how is the fever in the morning? Okay, the time of coming to the clinic, here we know one of our organizations, we all have a very good group of doctors where they share our they share their knowledge and of allopathic what they are doing, and we share our this thing, that this is how the timeline we are keeping. And as soon as the medicine is given, if medicine is correct, then whatever with the repetition of medicine, by the end of morning, or if I given in the morning, by the end of the day, the patient himself should give a feedback, how is it, or let us go with my next protocol. Okay, in this third or fourth, why I'm stressing on this management of COVID is, today so many people afraid of themselves getting tested and accepting themselves as a COVID patients. This is where the problem is coming from the government system also, that they are more focused on doing the RT-PCR, whereas there is a big gap for arranging the facilities to the actual whoever has come positive. So to address this public health situation, we being Ayush doctors, we should be on our toes to convince that all these symptoms, let people address to the nearest Ayush practitioner or whoever general practitioner to claim themselves or to get diagnosed properly. Okay, and accept it as a COVID, and we are all in a COVID second wave. Let us accept this time that no preventive or no immunity, that is all last year. Okay, we do respect, we also have given, but this is a situation where actually are seeing some of our friends, some of our relatives, all are suffering with the symptoms. Now it has spread everywhere. Now what is the concept of giving preventing medicine when such a large population is already suffering? Now the focus emergency situation has come to address these people as early as possible. And when I'm telling about these medicines and these symptoms in homeopathy, all these symptoms, all these remedies, what I'm giving is of pneumonia medicines. We are selecting such pneumonia medicines which will relate to these symptoms, and when we give, most of their symptoms which were expected to come later also halted. Okay, if I've treated some 100 plus cases, some of my friends, what I'm telling is the collective experience, what at large homeopathic doctors are getting is, if we are able to hit at this level, okay, and we are fortunate that our patients believed us in the last year what we did, and this year from the day one, even I'm telling you about a pediatric case also, the family was entire COVID positive. As soon as the boy of 8 years, he got a fever, within 15 minutes they gave me the call, and we have prepared a COVID kit of probable these medicines which have worked for all last so many cases. We have made a COVID kit emergency, always it will be there to deliver them. Okay, so if we as an individual practitioner can do this, then at a large, by government support and Ayush department, with this integration, whatever the government set of medicines they are sending by BBMP or any other authorities, so our medicines also reach to the patients in time, and we can see the difference. Okay, everything I'm allowing my patients to give except antipyretic. I see my patients without antipyretic, without analgesics, they are able to come out of their body pains, because Ayush system, we know that as a holistic concept, it is about the immunity system we are dealing with. We are understanding the immune system at a very delicate level. We each and every symptom, what is each and every symptom which comes is something important. So this is observed very carefully and examined that how our patients behave with these symptoms. Okay, if they are improved with this initial symptoms, it is assured that the further expression of the lung symptoms is halted in many cases. So this is what we are seeing on day-to-day basis. Okay, now let us come to the next phase of COVID, which again comes as a practical situation, that is a second phase. When it comes to the second phase, we know that they already have taken some prescription, they have reached a general practitioner, Okay, they have taken some medicines and they feel like, okay, we are fine. Even it is told to many people that, okay, you take this and go, let us see if it comes again, let us do RT-PCR. But this is not happening in this April month of 2021, friends, because as soon as from the day one of fever, we need to suspect the COVID. We cannot think of other illness as far as this, because this is a pandemic. Okay, everywhere it is this only. And usual these symptoms again relapse after the stopping of those 3 days medicines what is prescribed by government, or 5 days. Okay, with that also they will be having the symptoms, still they feel a lot of difficulty in their weakness. As Dr. Madam also told that the weakness is also important, which they monitor. So this is very important. If I give my medicine and if fever is coming down, if cough and cold symptoms or headache is coming down, means my patient definitely feels the appetite which had gone in the first day. Okay, on the 5th or 6th day when my second prescription is coming, I see that that weakness is coming drastically, because we know many cases are different, they are behaving in a different way this year. It is not a one pattern. Okay, we believed that loss of smell, loss of taste was there for so many cases, but this year we know it is not happening with all the cases. Some cases are coming with the GIT symptoms, that also I have highlighted here, because they just come with only GIT symptoms, whereas we think of something else like typhoid or something else, loose motion. Also in any viral infections, loose motions are usually expected. Okay, so we need to see all these things, and accordingly, whether it is a respiratory symptoms, we have a set of medicines. Of the cough remedies, we have a GIT symptoms, means there is a one more set of. But friends, all these remedies are handpicked from the efficiency of these medicines also to the pneumonia, because we as a Ayush practitioners also should know what parameters we are able to do at this junction. We need to, still if he is having a infective symptoms, definitely we need to indicate for the blood inflammatory markers. Okay, whether it is CBC, ESR, CRP, let the patient do these tests at this junction of ending of 1 week, because these are the parameters. Then our patients will definitely feel that, okay, we are with the safe hands of Ayush practitioner, where he knows what is there with the other system also, and what government or other practitioners are told as a protocol. We are there with that protocol, and we are able to prove our medicines results in that protocol also. Okay, whether it can be ESR, whether it is can be CRP, whether it is a inflammatory markers of the LFT. Okay, all these things again we see after the one entire whatever this 10 days, 15 days, whatever we monitor, we again repeat them and we see them and we show them that these inflammatory markers have come down along with their symptoms improvement. This is very important. Okay, and this is the second phase. Okay, so now what is happening is these all home quarantine cases. Okay, they are on the observation and they are on the a lot of anxiety level. This also is side by side we need to monitor. Okay, we are focusing on their physical symptoms, and as Ayush practitioners we all know that the mind and body connection. Okay, we are not just dealing with the body. As our yoga friend will in the upcoming session, he will say about his chakras, like, okay, that is their belief, and when we do yoga we are experiencing the result. Similarly, like the mechanism is like this. If we give this type of methodology in our approach, then definitely the improvement should happen according to the protocol, because they come with the oxygen levels, pulse oximeter at home, and these parameters are definitely indicated by the other practitioners. So we should be on toes indicating all these lab parameters side by side. And also I am to highlight on this aspect that overall, as I told, the practical management, you can cross check with so many COVID practitioners who are working at ICU or working at different level of COVID patients management in the allopathic fraternity, that anxiety is one thing which they are seeing common. Even the whole world is about panic about this. So this anxiety and panic, if you Google, there is a conflict theory, the mind conflict theory. They explained that if a person is in a too much panic, what is the organ of our body is weak or getting affected is the lungs. Okay, if it is anger, our stomach, which Ayurveda also agrees. So if it is a fear, most of the times you also will experience it is your lungs which gets weakened. So what is we are all fighting in this COVID situation is about this lung immunity. Okay, we are focusing on attacking the pneumonia pathology in the lungs. Okay, there is a consolidation, there is a chances of fibrosis. All thing what doctors are today kept full hope on is about that person's individual immunity. When is that individual person's immunity is improved? When he is healthy at the level of mind, at the level of emotions, and at the level of physics. Okay, so homeopathic system is something where if we do a pharmacopoeia study of all these medicines, whatever I'm indicating here, all these medicines have their own action on the mind also. That is why arsenic was the one thing which was known to entire population. Last year it became so popular. This arsenic as a medicine we selected because it covers the anxiety quotient of the patient also. But today anxiety has become so common. It is not just counseling, even we take help of medicines to explain their anxiety. And also when we approach at these levels with side by side parameters and explaining them that you are improving in these parameters also, then the actual confidence will definitely come to the patient. And this is what we are able to practice this year and this April month. Okay. And next comes the actual tough role. What we are trying to do with our cases is about treating this cough. We all know when is the patient from home quarantine set up to ICU, when it is happening. They're all at home. We see so many people in the media everywhere. They're just rushing to the hospital. Why? It is at this phase where the whatever their medicines which were taken last 1 week as prescribed by the regular practitioners or whatever this thing, it is where this phase it is failing and people are getting the progressive cough. People are getting the progressive cough with the dyspnea symptoms, and they are forced to get admitted, which they don't want actually. Okay, so this is where our timeline comes. If I'm handling a COVID case from the day one, I explained about the initial phase. But when this phase of cough comes, where we know that the person is not looking so healthy in spite of cough, okay, then the actual management of cough, what I say is, it is in homeopathy, the cough medicines, they are not just cough syrups. Okay, they are not just bronchodilators. All these cough medicines, whatever we discuss with that initial, again I'm saying, like, it is all a few minutes of phone call, or the pattern of cough, or the depth of the cough. That is what we study in our homeopathic pharmacopoeia, and we select the medicines accordingly. And we make it ensure that all these remedies are again having the affinity to cover the pneumonia quotient also, because only giving allergic cough medicines won't help. Okay, I as a practitioner, we should know that what is allergic cough and what is infective cough. This is a COVID cough. Okay, the allergic cases, all these years of experience, we have handled many allergic cases. There is a big safe time is there. Okay, patients are coming with everything, even coughing for 1 month, patients are not bothered. But can we live like that in this COVID management? No. Our COVID patients should come out of this cough phase as early as possible. Okay, that is something 3 to 5 days management, what we are trying to do with this management of cough. Okay, you can experience with all the people, the whole night they have slept aram se. As soon as they get up in the morning, the cough starts. Okay, and even dropping of O2 at this level only we monitor. All these safe zone, what I spoke till now is all safe zone. Okay, O2 levels will be fine. Patient is also happy we have given. But what next in this 1 week? So monitoring our patients in the second week, it becomes very, very crucial. Even our inflammatory markers are good. Even the CT scan is good. Okay, but if the patient is worsening in this cough and weakness, definitely are also some patients, they tell the headache when they cough. This is all the infective pathology which is progressing in the basal lobe of our lungs, and this is the reason why these symptoms are coming up. Okay, so the cough is something very important, and it is tough to manage also, and that is where our hard efforts are going on with our homeopathic medicines. Okay, I have listed some of the medicines which comes with upper respiratory tract infection, like the cough with upper respiratory symptoms, or it is like a little superficial cough, and the next level of cough is something, these medicines are a little on the deeper. Okay, and we know the expectoration is always less. Okay, that is also one thing compared to the other pneumonia. Here in COVID pneumonia, the expectoration is very less. Okay, it is more of a fibrosis phenomena, and also the coagulation crisis which they may get in upcoming days, by keeping the comorbidity also in consideration. Okay, so this is, if my patient is improving with this cough in that 3 to 5 days, I have seen most of them have recovered, irrespective of their comorbidity, whether it is a diabetes or hypertension. There is a big risk, there will be a big threat from attenders, relatives, everybody, or even the doctors also saying that you are diabetic, you may get this. Okay, so with all that challenges, we are able to help them to come out of this cough, and patient knows that if I'm out of this cough, then it is I'm getting cured. This is the, even their own internal doctor also is giving this message. Okay, this is very important phase. Now the one more thing, critical stage where we are struggling, and today's webinar, if it hits at this level, it will be a very big boon to the entire Ayush system, because most of the things, what is happening is, they don't come in these phases what I told. Okay, they are already in the hospitals, most of them are rushing to the hospital. Okay, they all know that they had this history. Okay, and in the 10 days, because COVID has given a lot of threat like this, but still I'm saying it has given a good initial phase. It has given a very good initial phase where the proper management of these symptoms are done. But
ಬ್ಲೂಟೂತ್
unfortunately,
ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿ ಅಂತಾನೆ.
but unfortunately, what is happening is
ಹಳೆ
people are
ಮಾಲ್ತಿ
coming at
ಉಳ್ದಿಲ್ಲ,
this
ಹೊಸ
phase.
ಮಾಲ್ತಿ
Okay,
ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನಾವು
we know
ಮೊದ್ಲೇ.
there are certain cases where
ನನಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು
already
ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ
hospitalized.
shock.
They're already hospitalized and they are in the ICU with lot of deeper lung pathology. The OT is dropping very drastically, but what to do? Okay, so this is where I'm telling, personally we have got only few experiences, but as a representative from the entire homeopathy community with a good respect to all our seniors, I am saying that there are good number of doctors in and around say the states like Andhra, the Kerala, then Mumbai or Kolkata, where homeopathy is, even Delhi, where homeopathy is so popular. You can see in their evidence which they have recorded and which they have put it on the social media, that even in the hospital cases, homeopathic doctors are taken at the bedside to monitor them along with their ICU treatment. Okay, and these are some of the medicines. Okay, and unfortunately this Aspidus, one of which I have listed here, is one of the medicine, but that's what, unfortunately it has become so popular in the this thing social media that people started purchasing it and kept at home without any symptoms. Okay, this is a wrong way. I'm telling you this, it is not just happening only with the homeopathy, it is happening with everything. They just give a publicity without any scientific support and people start using it, and somewhere some failures, the blame comes to the system. So as a Ayush practitioners, we should be very careful on all these aspects, because we need to safeguard our system. Also, we should be ready to integrate our system with the allopathic medical friends. Okay, this is the need, this is what society demands from us, this is what today's the government public health sector, their health policy makers also expect from us. Okay, we leave our hands when there is an emergency. Okay, of course we need to respect the other system also, and how in that situation also our medicines are helping, because one of our ICU case also responded well with this combination of medicine, what I'm saying. Okay, so this was a case when and why I'm showing this thing picture is, you can see the setup here. Okay, we don't get in cities like Bangalore. Okay, where once we are admitted, even they are not connected to their own relatives, whether he has taken food or no, nobody knows. But at least I was very happy and I'm very thankful to that physician who gave me permission to give my medicines at that setup also. Okay, so there everything is monitored, that lady is on oxygen level and her CT score is bad. Okay, in that situation also, some few minutes of case taking over the phone helped me to select some medicines, and it's a ongoing case, but still I'm giving a message that she's fine. Okay, to that out of the danger. Okay, from that ICU ward, now she has shifted to this normal ward. Okay, and along with her anxiety counseling, everything. Okay, with this whatever that few remedies I told earlier, with that indications, we are able to treat her, and she's happy with okay. So this is something which is actually in the need, friends. Okay, we again, there is one more session. Next slide is there on the post-COVID. Okay, so we are ready to battle the post-COVID, but fine. The language of Ayush doctors has gone for all these years about all these safe zone. Why we are not able to take little more risk, cross our border and go a little more further in treating these patients? Okay, it is not about proving our system. Last year we were more in the mindset that how homeopathy will do, what is our system. We were in the explanation mode. But honestly, this year, with last 1.5 month, our friends of homeopathy colleagues here in the same platform also agree, the day, morning to night, we are on emergency mode to approach to our patients, whoever gets this thing, okay, as early as possible. And wherever, whatever the small opportunities come to us, we grab them and attack there and prove how our medicines are able to work at that level. Okay, because see, even the ICU physicians are also not worried this year. Okay, whatever happens, this is what the COVID situation is, friends. Now it is more towards the humanity. Okay, it is our friends, it is our relatives, family members, even our doctor friends. So many are losing their valuable relationships. Okay, so it is the need of this situation. Let us go that at least by this situation, let us make a big change among ourselves also, that if any patient comes and tells me that I'm doing yoga or I'm doing Ayurveda, I'm the first person to encourage this. Okay, some of the things which I feel limitation in my science, I always tell them to go to an Ayurvedic doctor and get it treated, because this is where you get. And if it is a true emergency, which I am also not able to, let us respect and refer to the allopathic fraternity. Okay, this is where the integration should happen. Okay, and we know there is a big resistance from them also. That is okay, but I tell to them through this platform today that let us again not question by the way how they used to do all these years, that how our medicines work, what are chakras in our body, or what is vata pitta kapha, we don't know, we cannot see in the scans. Now the time is over. Even public are also not interested, people are not interested all these things. What the world needs today is solution, whether it is our or yours or anybody else. They need solution, they want to come out of this crisis. Whatever helps, let us take it as a evidence based proof and move further. How much possible add on to the government policy, because in the Kerala model of health, I want to quote this, I cross checked, I'm even from years I'm cross checking that there is a big a change in the health policy what the Kerala government has done. Okay, they got a big what is establishment of their own Ayush protocol. They got a government hospitals at Ayurveda, homeopathy, everything, yoga. Okay, they have proven there this thing that people advertisement or the campaigning, everything. But when it happens in these acute situations, also when we try to address to the people, then only, because this COVID situation needs our approach in acute crisis. If we are not able to handle the acutes, definitely friends, no one is going to recognize even after COVID. I'm saying that is only limited number. That is where this gap is happening. Why this gap is happening? We are not able to address at this burning situation. Okay, we are waiting for something when the everything heat comes cool, let us go. That is okay. That we are doing. That is there for our lifetime. Now the time has come to approach to these type of phases of COVID, whether it is at a simple beginning level, as I told, whether it is at the ICU level. Okay, our medicines are having this efficacy. And what is one more thing about homeopathy is it is very easy to administer. Okay, we give some small simple bottles, whether it is in a liquid to that ICU also. Like here I faced a lot of rejection, okay, to give our medicines. That is there, that's the problem. At least through this platform, that's what I told, let us give some scope in the worst situations, whatever happens. Okay, even they also know it, like even the try and error is going on. Okay, if the ultimate decision is that internal doctor residing in that patient, okay, that only is will be deciding his immunity. And our homeopathic medicines, we all speak on immunity only. Okay, if my particular medicine is working, means it is touching to the immunity and indirectly the self-healing. All our homeopathic medicines are ultra diluted, we all know it. It is the self-healing concept of homeopathy, as our yoga also goes. Okay, no medicine, they try to give something which hits the internal doctor, the self-healing. Okay, the body rejuvenates. Here also, all our, if my medicine is correct, means the person's immunity has picked up my medicine's stimulus, and the rest healing process is done by himself. That is why I told, if my patient improves with the weakness in the initial phase, that means my medicine is working and he is in the safe zone. Okay, that energy level has improved. He is improving in the self-healing of this. You can always cross-check. If he has taken the regular treatment protocol, even after the end of treatment protocol, we see the person is still weak. Okay, he feels that lethargy. He's still not able to. Whereas with this treatment protocol, within that few days only, we see that that patient is improving with a lot of energy level, the good parameters, the motion is clear. Okay, the sleep he is getting, he's feeling to have food. All these are simple parameters. Okay, these are important. Then the lab reports, definitely that also we are doing. Okay, no patient is just left with without this thing. I'm always making all the people go through the reports and let this document, because everywhere now the research or whatever is demanding the documentation. But unfortunately, we are held up with this busy COVID practice, that even this thing documenting for today's webinar also was so difficult. Okay, so this is the situation what exactly we are going through. Let us hit at this level. This becomes a lifetime memory for our patients, and they always understand this concept of Ayush system to their daily health. Okay, it's not a one-time show what we do. It is the daily health issues we need to address. Okay, so this also one more case which treated this thing, and though RT-PCR was this thing negative, he was having a very bad cough. Okay, so even I told the management of cough is important. This is exactly the terrible pathetic situation of COVID patients are with. Okay, so it's very difficult to convince them to be at home isolation they need. But unfortunately, this year, even no bed facility. Whether you give patient, you give medicines to us, we die in home only. This is the actual sentence which people are using. No, how can we just sit idle? Okay, this is the time to prove efficiency of our system at this level of pathology and help them, and that is where things come. Okay, now the person is completely all right. Okay, this is the actual situation. Okay, now what exactly about the post-COVID? Of course, I always respect for Ayurveda as far as this is concerned, and I respect yoga therapists to address on these aspects, because post-COVID is something like it is a huge spectrum. Okay, anything which happens can be called as a post-COVID. Okay, that is the big impact of the viral illness on different systems. It is not just only the lungs which needs to be rejuvenated. It is everything. And I add one aspect, the mental health, which homeopathic doctors are always focused on, is about the mental health also. Like, okay, maintaining the anxiety and hitting at this, counseling the patients at this aspect of mental health is very important, not only post COVID, as I told, from the day one, even before. That's what I told. This year the concept of preventing is gone. Dear colleagues, sorry to say this phase has gone. If you name your any of your circle of known people, there is a COVID case, there is a COVID suffering, there is a negative story there. Okay, so we know it. So that anxiety has become a common. So let us understand the public, okay, from this webinar, that there is a hope. There is a hope in natural system of medicine from the day one, because we all know. Are we thinking on these anatomy and physiology of this pathology of the COVID virus? No. For us, whether it is a COVID virus, COVID-1, COVID-2, or upcoming COVID-3, or whatever the government is saying, or even the initial SARS virus, before that, all those viral infections which were happening to the lungs, all these medicines, whatever I listed here, are going to work. They have worked there also. Okay, they have worked there also, but it was not so this thing, so it did not came to so popular to the public. Okay, so this is the situation with the exact scope, because now everybody is fed up. If something happens in the future, now the regular system of medicine, they have got again a big waiting period. They want to again make a vaccine, or they want to make a new more these things, wait for the medicine, then only. But here, we being Ayush practitioners, we know our basic science in a different parameters. We see the health in a different parameters. We judge our medicines on a different parameters, whether it is COVID or anything else. Our homeopathic medicines as a base, they are always ready to fight, because we believe in immunity. Okay, that is why the universal laws of nature always sync with homeopathic concept of philosophy. Okay, and at the end, with this, in a few seconds, I'm going to end. As I told, this is all about the summary. Okay, cases are many to explain, but this is something, as I told, many other organizers told to us, that there is a huge public database, or the Ayurvedic Ayush practitioners, or even the medical allopathic fraternity are also they are also looking for some message from this webinar. So only, like as I told about different pathological level prophylaxis, this is outdated, sorry for this. Okay, different age groups, I mean to say, like whatever these cases explained, there are still so many cases. They are actually either carrying ladies, or they are feeding mothers. Even I have a case, if anybody personally, I show even a lactating mother we have treated. Lactating mothers, I can say some cases. Okay, 20 days born baby, they're lactating, and our medicines are safe. We know even in the pregnancy, whereas at this junction, we know that even giving a simple drug, okay, whatever the drugs, we always worry to give them at carrying women, whether it has a hazard on the fetus. Whereas homeopathic medicines, we know these are ultra diluted. They are so safe, just to put on the tongue. Nothing happens to the either pregnant woman or to the growing baby, okay, growing fetus, and even the lactation also. Okay, and we have seen this also, that if homeopathic medicines properly given to the mother, most of the times even the same medicines works for the baby. Even baby is getting fever, we know, we tell them, if person has this, and third or fourth day the other family member is also going to face. So we are preparing them. That is what I wanted to tell. Now preventing them is become little outdated. We need to prepare the patients, prepare the people to face this COVID. We are all in the sea, we are in the beach. Okay, the waves are coming of the sea. Okay, if we are well prepared, if we have strengthened our immune system, as other doctors told, then the waves are coming to us, but either we are strong to face them, or if you have taken the care with all these precautions, then the waves will just mild intensity, they will come and touch you and go. This is the simple thing what I'm trying to tell to every patient. Let us face it, because it is there everywhere. We cannot just hide in a village, leave the Bangalore, go somewhere, whatever it is. Okay, it has spread everywhere. It can come from not any neighbor home has come means like we are worried. No such anxieties. Let us be more casual or more this thing practical to face this, accept this, and let us face it with help of these natural systems of medicine, the Ayurveda, homeopathy, and yoga, Unani, all these things. Okay, let us make more and more friendship, more and more integrity among ourselves, and let us be having our own, let us create some space where our allopathic friends can come and fit into it and work together, and let us change the public health policies, public health system in upcoming days. Now enough is enough with the COVID. Let us hope for the best days to come as early as possible. We all pray for early recovery of all these patients. Okay, and thank you one and all, and sorry if I have taken little more time. Thank you organizers, thank you for the Vaidyakiya Parishad of BJP wing. Thank you sir. Back to my host.
Thank you very much, sir. Sir, you have given wonderful experience and evidence-based approach at different pathological levels of approaches. Type 1, as you have told it, explained regarding patients with initial symptoms, that is with the treating with Bryonia alba. Type 2, COVID confirmed cases with upper respiratory systems and also with the lower respiratory system symptoms, GIT symptoms, and also type 2, management of the cough with a bromium, and also type 4, hospitalized in critical cases, and also you have given the detailed explanation how to treat even the pregnant woman and lactating mother also. Thank you very much, sir, for sharing us with the homeopathic knowledge with us, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
I would like to give brief introduction of Dr. Manjunath sir, who is next speaker. Sir has completed BMS in 1981 from Bangalore University and diploma in yoga in 1983 from Venkateshwara University of Tirupati. Sir is now working as National Executive Member of Arogya Bharati and All India Yoga Pramukha. Since many years, Sir is teaching Ashtanga Yoga and Patanjali Yoga Sutras across the globe at Yoga Institute of Mysore. Sir has done many publications and written books also. Now, I request Sir to continue the fifth and last session, that is on yoga and pranayama in COVID-19. Sir, session is open for you.
I begin my session by offering prayers to Patanjali.